Greetings and welcome, fellow Rocket League and esports enthusiasts. I am Ilinksy3, your guide and host through this evening's thrilling showdown. Buckle up for the Division 2 ATL Rocket League 2023 Pilot Season Semi-Final Clash. Brace yourselves as we embark on an electrifying journey into the heart of esports brilliance. Prepare for a spectacle of precision and strategic genius as the undefeated Ultraviolet Esports take on the KFC boys. This isn't just another match. It's an esports extravaganza that promises to mesmerize. If you didn't catch the jaw-dropping quarterfinals clash between Blackhawk Gaming and Vikings Rebellion, worry not, brace yourselves for an even more exhilarating showdown in tonight's semi-finals, and you can catch that replay in our live section on our YouTube. The thrill is about to reach higher heights. Stay tuned, hit that subscribe button, and join us on Discord, social medias, and our website for an exclusive look at the high-stakes battles across all divisions. A massive shout-out to our prize sponsors, VR Canberra, Questacon, and our newest prize sponsor, Urban Axe Throwing Canberra. Thanks to their unwavering support, the Pilot Season prize pool now exceeds over 1,700 AUD. The synergy between players, teams, fans, and sponsors sets the stage for an unforgettable semi-final showdown. Grab your controllers, esports enthusiasts. The ATL Rocket League Pilot Season upper bracket semi-finals are more than an event. They are the beginning of an esports saga that promises waves of excitement. Get ready for a gaming extravaganza that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Welcome in to this evening's semi-final match in the upper bracket of the ATL Rocket League Pilot Season in Division 2. We have two fierce teams battling it out here for their spot in the preliminary final. But before we dive into their pathway and how they got here, let's see who is playing on these teams this afternoon. This evening, neither of these teams have lost a game in finals yet. One team this evening will lose their first game. The home team for this evening's semi-final match, the undefeated Ultraviolet Esports. And as the home team, you get to select 3 maps as the home team advantage, and UVE have done that for game 1 to kickstart it all. We are on DFH Stadium, game 3, Manfield, and if we go to that epic tiebreaker, Champions Field, where champions are made, the lineup for UVE, the captains stay red, and alongside the skipper in red is Skeptic, the undefeated duo in UVE. But taking on this undefeated squad is the KFC boys, ready to zing it up and put on a wicked display is Dylan XLN, the captain, and alongside the captain is Rubs 2123. They are the away team for this semi-final upper bracket match. And as the away team, they have selected 2 maps for Game 2 and Game 5. Game 2, they have selected Beckwith Park. And Game 4, Aqua Dome for this exciting semi-finals match. Now, how do these two teams face up against each other when it comes to the match and game department? We have a look at their win-loss ratio and win percentage. On the left-hand side of your screen, you see UVE, and on the right-hand side is the KFC boys. Ultraviolet Esports finished in first on the season standings, undefeated, versing fourth on the season standings. But those standings are no longer at play. We are in a double elimination bracket. The match win-loss ratio during the round robin for UVE was 6 and a match win percentage of 100%, playing the KFC boys 1.33 win-loss ratio and their match win percentage of 57%. So very strong there for Ultraviolet Esports. But can the KFC boys put an end to it? As we take a look at their game department, the game win-loss ratio for UVE is 6 as well, and a game win percentage of 86%. I think they've only lost 3 games in the pilot season so far. The KFC boys with 1.08 game win-loss ratio and a 52% win percentage there in the game department. So when you look at it, UVE are very strong stats, but we have seen a very fierce KFC boys squad coming in hard to this finals series. They have not given any teams mercy. And as we look at where these teams are on the bracket, the upper bracket, the KFC boys took on the Underbots to kickstart Division 2 finals, and KFC boys were victorious, 3 game wins to 0, a clean sweep to kickstart their finals journey here in the pilot season, and they look to maintain that momentum against UVE, who were awaiting their opponent and their fierce opponent in the KFC boys. Now, what happens to the winner of this match? Will they progress forward to the preliminary finals on the 19th of November? So they get a whole week off. That's right, this weekend they get to sit back, relax, and prepare themselves for the epic prelim as the teams in the lower bracket go into elimination final. But whoever wins this match will face Black Hawk Gaming in the preliminary final on 19th of November. Who will it be? It's only a matter of time until we find out. Now, what happens to the team that does lose this match? They head to the lower bracket, and you can see the lower bracket is filling up. We have 4 teams there, 2 matches set to go. 2 elimination finals have their teams. Whoever loses this match will head to match 8 in the lower bracket, which is just above TO3 versus the Grizzly Bears, and they await whoever wins out of TO3 and the Bears and face them in the second elimination final, the third overall elimination final. So they get to keep themselves out of trouble for a little bit, but whoever loses this match will encounter at least one elimination final. If they're successful there, if they reach that semi-final in the lower bracket, we will see them playing one decider. It just comes down to which one. I have ArcherBobby222 here in the commentary box with me this evening. ArcherBobby, welcome into this epic upper bracket semi-final. Who do you think will win this match? What is your score prediction? And something new, before we start, who do you think will be the standout player of this evening's match?
Thank you, Linksy, for having me here in the commentary box. It is very exciting to be here for this semi-final match. Now, it is very tricky to pick one side or the other tonight, as it usually is, but I do see with the statistics and the confidence that Ultraviolet Esports has had all the way through the round robins, I do think that that is going to give them the confidence to boost through and keep themselves in that upper bracket preliminary final. But the KFC boys have played a finals match, and Ultraviolet Esports, this will be the first time they step into the ATL Rocket League pilot season finals. So maybe that could be a little bit of a stir that the KFC boys can get an upper hand on, and I'm hoping that they do. I do look forward to seeing a tiebreaker match at the end here, but I do think Ultraviolet Esports does have what it takes to keep themselves in the game the whole time, the whole match, and really step up wherever they need to, whenever they need to. And the chemistry between the two on the field has been ecstatic the whole way through the season so far. The KFC boys have really learned a lot throughout the whole season. They've come a very long way so far, all the way up until the semi-finals now, and they've just knocked out Underbots to that lower bracket as well, so they'd have confidence from that too. And I think that it is going to be a bit of a challenge for both teams to figure out what the other's stance is in the field of finals. But really, I do think that some things are going to be determined in game one. Maybe we'll see a little bit of a momentum for one team or the other, and that could continue all the way through. I'm really hoping not a clean sweep for either team tonight. It would be exciting to move through the finals, but I do think that we won't be seeing that here tonight. Even a 3-1 at minimum, I don't think we'll be seeing clean sweep. So I do think we're going to see Ultraviolet Esports, take this 3 games to KFC boys 2. I think it's going to be a fight all the way until the end, and I'm so excited to be here watching this with you all and commentating alongside you, Linksy. Thank you to all the players for being here. Good luck in the semi-finals heading to the preliminary.
Thank you, ArcherBobby222, for sharing your thoughts on this exciting match. Who goes to the preliminary final? It is the big question we have all been waiting for. Who faces Blackhawk Gaming in the upper bracket prelim? We're going to know very soon. Our players are gearing up and getting ready to start this match on DFH Stadium. Very exciting. We had an epic way to kickstart the semi-finals with Blackhawk Gaming and Vikings Rebellion. Blackhawk Gaming overcoming their fierce opponents in Vikings. After the first time they faced them, it was 3-0. They turned things around in the semis to win 3-1 and send VKR to the lower bracket. So both of these teams fighting to not go to the lower brackets, because whoever makes this prelim, the two teams that make this prelim, we know they are playing in a decider. It just comes down to which one. It is all based on the outcome of each match. As we load into DFH Stadium, it's only a matter of moments till we find out how this is all gonna go between all 4 of these players and the 2 teams. Here we go to kickstart it all off. DFH Stadium. Dylan wins the kickoff to kickstart it for early momentum. Rob's missed the connection there, though. We've seen incredible power behind UVE, and Skeptic looks for an early strike as he does there, going down the corner. Calm and composed. No need to be too fancy, just following the ball to guide it in. As a demo happened in the background there. 12 seconds in, UVE have the first goal on the board in this semi-final. 1-0, and Skeptic keeps the momentum going with that kickoff win. Dylan there to contend, but Skeptic with a great 50 win. Cleared by Robs, bounces over Red, but UVE seem to have a good defense set up there to clean that ball up. Rob's coming in with pace and power. Shot on goal saved by Red. Dylan's there to strike. Saved again by Red. 2 saves in a row. Dylan's demoed Red. This could be an opportunity here for KFC boys to strike, but Red has respawned back in. And that hits the backboard there. TKB want it right where they want it. Dylan's there, waiting at the back for his opportunity to strike. But UVE are holding their defensive ground very well in the early stages of this game and the match. As Robs takes this forward, just past the minute mark, Red clears this off the backboard, and TKB could have struck there. But Dylan took himself out of play, and Red was making sure the goals looked after. A Skeptic goes forward, saved by Rob. How will the KFC boys overcome the fierce UVE players? They've only conceded 1 goal. Rob saves that shot on goal from Red. So there's no bleeding just yet, and we're 90 seconds in, so they're doing well to compose themselves and not let any more easy goals go through. the defense we have seen in KFC boys has stepped up tremendously over the course of the pilot season. That goes off the backboard. Really attempt to smack it in there, gone missing from Red. Dylan sees the shot on goal, but that's saved from Skeptic. I think KFC boys might have to strike a little bit closer and be a little bit more creative with UVE. So they tried a team play there, but just didn't work out as Dylan goes to strike, but Red's there to look after the goal. So we can see with UVE, with those long shot strikes, they're definitely able to look after it, and they don't feel too threatened from those. If anything, they probably might want those longer shots on goal coming in from KFC boys so they can remain calm and composed. But this is where they want it, and Dylan's in for the KFC boys. That's what they needed to do. Get in their face with the close quarters and strike off of a mistake, making it hard there for Red. Could have been many, many decisions Dylan chose there. And ultimately the one he did pick worked out to see the scores all tied up in this first game in the upper bracket semi-final. Red's there to meet the ball and send it into TKB territory. Dylan looking after the goals, but Skeptic has other plans, taking up the air, but goalkeeper Robs to interfere. The captain of UVE centering it, but it's catched and cleaned up by Dylan, and they send it forward now. A long shot hits the side, and Dylan's in for back-to-back goals against UVE. 2 points plays one. Dylan off the backboard, the sidewall, just to center it for himself and strike almost in the center for back-to-back goals. The KFC boys take the lead for the first time in this match, in this game on DFH Stadium, as Red looks to take this ball forward and respond. Skeptics there, they may be cooking something up here, but that is interfered by Dylan. We've seen that the KFC boys taking more opportunities, but that's just gone missing, and we'll go back to center field. Red's there for a great opportunity, could capitalize, but that's saved by Dylan. A creative shot shut down by Dylan on Red there. Now Roz with a shot on goal, saved from UVE. Dylan there to try and attempt, but Red will strike here for UVE, and they respond off of that mistake from the KFC boys. Sees the scores 2-2 with 90 seconds left on the clock. The captain, Stay Red, UVE, taking it in to pull it back to a draw. KFC boys have kept themselves in this game, and in the match, the early stages, game one, we know how fierce UVE are and what they're capable of doing. As Robs gets demoed there by Skeptic, Red looks to take it forward there. A dribble, that's 3 touches. Could he be in? That's saved by Robs, the goalkeeper Robs. Looking after their goal there for the KFC boys as Dylan and Robs bump each other. Getting a bit caught up, but it's cleared by Dylan and met with Skeptic. Just missed that connection there was Robs. Red continues to apply his pressure, and that shot on goal goes in for Red. UVE take the lead back with back-to-back goals. Great contest from Red. Sees UVE get the goal. That's the best result you could get in a contest, and no doubt a favourable result for UVE. Here with just under a minute, 3 points plays 2. Ultraviolet Esports lead the KFC boys by 1 point. How will KFC boys respond? The Skeptics up in the air, off the roof. We know when he pulls these plays out, he's starting to get comfortable in the arena, so the KFC boys need to shut that down, and they do! Rob scores a goal, his first goal in the semi-finals for the KFC boys off his captain's setup. Made it awkward there for Red to try and shadow defend and stop that. Equalising the score, 3-3, 37 seconds left on the clock. Nothing separating these two teams as of current. Red looking after the goal, but just missing that connection there. Maybe could have been on purpose, but he clears that off the backboard. Robs is there to look after the goal as he has done all pilot season, and very well for the KFC boys. A great pass back to his captain, but UVE read that and kick that trouble away. As Skeptic meets that in the air, trying to clear it, but it's stopped by TKB. 10 seconds left. Red goes for a shot on goal, and that's in! UVE with 6 seconds left. Red gets his hat-trick off the wall. Taps it once and gets it in. Top right corner. That's what UVE wanted. The right touch off the side post. They have the lead by 1 point. Can KFC boys get a goal with the little time remaining? A Skeptic fake that kickoff. Red looks to clear it. Dylan's there to strike. No way! Dylan's in for the KFC boys! They tie it up with 0 seconds left. Nothing separates these two teams. The captain for TKB refuses to drop game 1 without a fight. We go into overtime to kickstart the semi-final. Every game so far in finals KFC boys have played in has been in overtime, as Skeptic sends his ball forward and looks to score a goal off of that, and he does. UVE claim game 1, 5 points to 4, 13 seconds into overtime, with a calm and composed Skeptic to get them over the line for game 1 on DFH Stadium. KFC boys, so fierce, Archie, against this Ultraviolet Esports squad. They almost had them there in game 1.
Not quite what we were expecting, especially the 0 second point on that clock. What a fabulous first game in this match. It sets us up for such a phenomenal match ahead. I cannot wait to see what comes out next out of Ultraviolet Esports and the KFC boys, and especially KFC boys keeping up to this I guess gameplay and this standard and this teamwork against such a powerful Ultraviolet Esports roster, Red and Skeptic, who have been in it together from the very beginning pretty much. And I do think that is absolutely phenomenal, and the KFC boys should be confident in themselves. That was phenomenal. Well done to both teams. Ultraviolet Esports keeping their stance, but can it last? Could the KFC boys come back and take game 2? We will soon find out. Thank you so much, Linksy, for having me in the commentating box.
Well, the KFC boys trying to match this UVE squad nice and early in the semi-finals, and they have done that. But UVE were victorious in game 1, 5-4 in overtime. Maybe not the result KFC boys wanted for game 1, but it's a great start. A Skeptic. Oh, Skeptic's in! I thought that was going to bounce out after touching the crossbar, but a great bounce for UVE with the... Wow, Skeptic scoring the first goal again in the early stages of Game 2 for Ultraviolet Esports with style. 1-0. UVE lead Game 2. Oh, looked to strike for a second, but just beat over to the side, putting Robs under all sorts of pressure. No doubt, Ultraviolet Esports will be picking up the pace as we've seen the games go on. It seems the longer they play, the more comfortable they become. At least here in the pilot season we've seen, and the more tricks they pull out, as we're already seeing unique plays and shots on goal coming in from Red and Skeptic, and we're not even a minute into game 2. Maybe more comfortable understanding how the KFC boys will play, but how will... Oh, TKB respond off of that setup from Robs. That's what they needed. Getting in UVE's face, I think, is how they will get goals on the board. Up in close quarters, making them uncomfortable and applying that physical presence to create that pressure in their defense. Sees them strike 1-1, but Red's up in the air to meet that and taps it. Just missing that second connection there. Skeptic looks to strike, bounces off the crossbar that time. Not working out in his favor with the bounce. As Dylan meets that up in the air, sending it deep into UVE territory. It's met by Red, as Red looks to clear this with Skeptic on the left-hand side of him. It's passed. Robs has touched it, and this could bounce in. KFC boys with back-to-back goals. What a contest from Rob. Sees an opportunity on the open net, open up, and he strikes at 97 k's an hour for the KFC boys. They take the lead, 2 points to 1. 3 minutes 40 left on the clock. Rob's keeping the momentum going with that kickoff win The skipper's there to strike on goal, and that's a great positioning, but a great save from Red in all sorts of pressure. And as they look to clear this, KFC boys meet them in the center of the field with Robs. Robs still following up on his plays to keep it in UVE territory, but Skeptic gets that clearance that they needed. Bit of hang time, could be dangerous, but pops it over Red. He keeps that ball in the corner, and now Skeptic's there to interfere and take possession of the ball. Up the wall he goes, off the roof. He touches it once, he flicks. It's all Red's in off the pass. UVE with the team play. Skeptic is becoming comfortable in this game. We know when those convert, Ultravart Esports are playing the game that they want to play, but KFC boys are doing a great job at shutting down the plays and not letting them have the exposure and flow for long periods of time, and they keep meeting them with the balls. We see it all tied up, and we're approaching the halfway mark. Red's there to meet it off the backboard, double tap a tip, missing there. And they now look to keep the ball in the corner, but a clearance from KFC boys could see a breakthrough, but Skeptic shuts that down and tries to keep this pressure on the KFC boys. He could be in here. What a save from Dylan. To remain calm and composed. We know UVE can strike on those. Well, that shot, that setup just veering over to the side there for the KFC boys. Rob's there to contend, but Red wins the 50. Dylan to back it up with a power shot, but UVE clean it up well, now send it deep in the TKB territory. It's good to see KFC boys aren't phased by dropping the first game. They're not dropping the intensity nor the pressure. They're matching UVE's. Red scores a goal with that entry. Very tricky, keeping the pressure on. Pop just getting up above the captain of the KFC boys to score that goal and take the lead back for UVE. 3 points to 2. 1 minute 50 left on the clock. Skeptic just missing that connection. As we see the ball in UVE corner, it's now cleared as Rob's trying to contend and pull off a goal like we saw before. But Skeptic trying some new tricks here in the semi-final match. Try and make it uncomfortable in the air for the KFC boys. Obviously keeping them on their seats, guessing how are they going to strike with this attempt on goals. They look, KFC boys keep looking to try and crack this wall that UVE have around half field to keep it in TKB half, but that's the clearance they needed. Dylan just touched that ball, but not going the way they wanted. KFC boys still have the entry in the half. They're down a point with a minute left. UVE lead 3-2. And you one goal to tie it all back up, and Red sees an opportunity to open up as KFC boys. They took themselves out of the play, but recovered well to clear that ball in the UVE territory. Skeptic almost making a mistake there, but saved that shot from Dylan. And now they look to take it forward themselves there. UVE demo on Robs. But the ball veers over to the side. 30 seconds left, 3 points to UVE still lead this. No goals have been scored. But KFC boys, they have been getting momentum in their favour. Getting the ball down in the UVE half to try and create opportunities. The Skeptic looks to try and tap it off the backboard for a double tap. KFC boys have an opportunity to strike here. The Skeptic cleans that one up with 5 seconds left. If they keep this ball alive and get the ball back down to UVE territory, UVE claim game 2 over the KFC boys. 3 points to 2 on Beckwith Park. They were close. They were close, Archer Bobby 2-2-2. UVE leading this series 2-0.
It was definitely a very different pace of game, that is for sure. And still only a 1 point difference. That is phenomenal. KFC boys, keep that confidence. Quite honestly, 1 point difference to the undefeated team throughout those round robins. And now here for the first time in the finals, the KFC boys can now put everything that they have into this next game to stay in the match, or they could be clean sweep by Ultraviolet Esports here in this upper bracket semi-final. So I do think that one big standout player of the match so far has definitely been Dylan here, and we'll talk a little bit more about that, why I'm so excited for Game 3. Good luck to both teams and have fun out there.
Game 3 will be held on Manfield, selected by Ultraviolet Esports. Will they claim the game 3-0? The last time KFC Boys and UVE faced, UVE won in round 1, 3 points to 1. Although the KFC Boys were not facing the roster of Red and Skeptic. So this is the first time they've faced them, and they're doing quite well to keep it nice and close as Robs gets first blood in the first 18 seconds, scoring the first goal for the KFC Boys. That is the momentum that they needed in the early stages of Game 3 on Manfield, selected by UVE. They get the momentum going with the first goal. Skeptic there to meet the ball at kickoff, but Dylan keeps the ball going forward. Met there with Red. Rob's continuing to follow up and contend to create opportunities for KFC Boys to strike. And we've seen Dylan do the same. They've worked off of that with each other to try and strike on UVE's goal with these offensive plays. The Skeptic getting tricky in the air, making it uncomfortable for the KFC Boys. A great save there from Red. Will it be enough? It is. It hits the backboard from Dylan. Robs with not a powerful touch. As Skeptic now looks to clear this ball for UVE, but Robs keeps contending and keeps this ball right where the KFC Boys want it. With the lead, they can get another goal on the board. It'll create great momentum as Red meets that with a great touch and could get a goal here. Pass to his teammate, but cleaned up by Dylan. And now KFC Boys look to go straight back onto the offense. Off the backboard. Cleared by Red. 90 seconds in the game. UVE with a shot on goal there from Skeptic, but it hit the crossbar. And Dylan now with the aerial dribble to try and clear this. Met with Red at half field. KFC Boys with the score that they want right now, and keeping that momentum with the score as well. UVE trying to crack the KFC Boy defense here in Game 3 as Dylan looks to set up Robs, with a great read from Red, seizing clear that ball for Ultraviolet Esports. Taking it to center field, but Robs contending or just positioning himself well again. Dylan was cooking something up there, but Red shut that down for 3 goal saves here in Game 3. The KFC Boys leading this game 1-0, approaching the halfway mark of Game 3. Skeptic trying to remain calm and composed to keep this ball where UVE want it. Dylan's up to meet it, hits the backboard. Robs could strike, but Skeptic meets that ball with enough space between them, and Robs is looking after that goal really well for KFC Boys. Hang time there, but the captain cleans it up for TKB. UVE are now looking to take this battle up into the air. They know it can be a bit uncomfortable for some players and some teams, and harder. We also know the strength behind UVE in the air. Skeptic saves that goal coming in from Dylan. KFC Boys have done a great job to match UVE here in the semi-final. Oh, Robs with the demo of Skeptic in the air. So his captain's shot on goal can go in. No way! Dead set center. Skeptic would have saved that, but Robs eliminating him from the play. They get 2 goals now. They're 2-0. A minute 45 left on the clock. KFC Boys lead by 2 points as UVE now look to go forward and stop this bleeding and look to respond on the scoreboard. 90 seconds left. Red meets this one up in the air to clear it out of defense, and a great clearance from Red there for UVE. Sees the ball deep in TKB territory, and they want to keep this ball here to strike with Just over a minute left. UVE would definitely be wanting to get on the board, as this is a low-scoring game on Manfield. Skeptic takes this forward. Off the backboard. Sets it up for his captain, and he strikes, but he misses. The connection there. TKB could go forward and take the opportunity, as there's a bit of hang time, but that's cleaned up there with Skeptic. A minute left, 2-0. Skeptic takes this ball forward. UVE have been struggling to crack this defense of TKB, as Rob saves that shot on red. Off the backboard again from TKB. Rob setting it up great for his captain, but a great save from UVE. Sees them not concede another goal. 30 seconds left. The KFC boys are leading 2-0. Can they claim game 3? They're not becoming conservative. They are continuing to apply the pressure onto UVE. And they're continuing to open opportunities where they can. 10 seconds left. I think they may have done it, unless UVE can get back-to-back goals in 5 seconds. Oh, Red has scored the first goal for UVE with 3 seconds left. Gets around both of his opponents, takes the challenge right on, and gets the goal. 2 points won. 3 seconds. I don't know if it'll be enough time for UVE to pull it back to a draw. But you never know. 1 second. They'll look to keep it alive as a redirect from Skeptic, but it touches the ground, and KFC boys have claimed game 3. 2 points plays 1 in the semi-final scoreboard going into half-time. Archibald 2-2-2. The KFC boys are not out of it. They keep themselves in the battle. What do you think's going to happen going into the last 2 games?
Thank you again, Linksy, for having me in the commentating box. What a turnaround for the KFC boys. Absolutely, again, only a 1 point difference in that game. Absolutely fabulous to see the KFC boys sitting currently 4th on those season standings before finals. And then Ultraviolet Esports currently in 1st. So to have that matchup on the field and to be so close each and every game and in each and every contest on top of that is just absolutely extraordinary to see. First game was 5 points to 4. Ultraviolet Esports took that. Second game was 3 points to 2. Ultraviolet Esports took that. And with an opportunity to be clean sweeping the KFC boys, unfortunately for Ultraviolet Esports, KFC boys kept themselves in this match 2 points to 1 in that last game. So it's absolutely amazing to see. I don't know if you guys in chat were expecting really what we've been able to see and witness in this evening's events. Absolutely extraordinary. I know that we're all blown away by the performance that is out there on the field at this time. And now, Linksy did ask me at the start of the stream who I thought would be the standout player, and unfortunately I didn't get to that. However, after seeing 3 games so far, I do have a standout player, and I definitely do have my reasons. Now, all of these players are absolutely phenomenal out there on the field tonight. They're working so well together in the defense and offensive positions as well. However, Dylan, as I mentioned before, has really stood out to me on the field tonight. Now, as an MVP, I guess you could say there, but really working with his teammate as a captain, and Rob's also doing such a phenomenal job at this. But again, to come up against such a massively powerful team in the ATL Rocket League pilot season, Dylan as a captain is making sure that his team does not drop under any sort of pressure that Ultraviolet Esports puts out there on the field, whether it's in the play, whether it's in the defense, whether it is in literally just the mental side of their gameplay, because I know that they've definitely introduced more of that the further that they've gone into the ATL Rocket League pilot season. Now, it's been absolutely exciting to see the real step up that the KFC boys have taken, and as we've spoken about, the confidence that they would have received through their progress and through their success of the Rocket League pilot season. Now, as we've spoken about, only one team can win this match here in this best of 5 scenario. So, Let me know what you guys think in chat. Who do you think we will see in the preliminary of the upper bracket? Meaning, who do you think will take this match win? My predictions, it's a little bit hard to say, but my predictions are I do think the KFC boys definitely with that the last 3 games have been a tremendous momentum change for them. And now that they have that lead and that push now against Ultraviolet Esports, I do think that KFC boys are going to take out the next game, Game 4. And I do think that we are going to be seeing a tiebreaker between these two fabulous teams. And I'm so excited for it, honestly. Look, guys, before we get into the next game, I would absolutely love to know what has been one of your favorite parts about the ATL Rocket League 2023 pilot season. I would love to know. Send them in the chat and I will make sure that they are up on our social medias. Your love and support has really boosted the incredibleness of this season and much more to come. So thank you all for that throughout this entire pilot season. Now, Linksy, I did just want to give you a shout out for all the commentating you've done through the pilot season. We all appreciate it so greatly. And it would not be the same experience for the players, the spectators, the teams, everybody involved if we didn't have the incredible commentator that we've had through the majority of these matches. So a big shout out to Linksy as well. Now, we have taken a short break for our players to make sure that they have had water and that they've gotten up to do whatever they need to do to look after their health. So we are about to head into Game 4, which map selection from the KFC boys. So as we head into that, tell me in the chat what has been your favorite part of the ATL Rocket League pilot season. Thank you everyone for being here and welcome back, Linksy, to the commentating box.
Thank you, ArcherBobby222, for providing us some insights and your thoughts on this match so far. And a great question to ask the incredible people witnessing this great event unfold in front of our eyes as we go into Game 4 on Aquadome, selected by the away team. The KFC boys have selected this map. Can they claim back-to-back games and take it to a tie breaker? It is only a matter of minutes until we find out what happens between these two teams. 5 minutes, thereabouts, 5 to 10 minutes, we will know. Depends how it goes. If we see a lot of goals coming in, then we know it might be a little bit longer of a match. But when there's less goals, the game has less stoppages. We just had a little glitch there. Oh, okay, I can see. I can join. Sweet. Oh, we just had a little technical issue there, I believe. I think players just might be having a brief issue joining in on the game, so we'll give it a hot moment there. If they are tuning in, it should be open. If you are having any issues, just let us know. Restart the party, no worries. Thank you for letting us know there. Just doing a quick technical troubleshoot here, ladies and gentlemen. We know, for those of you who weren't aware, there was Rocket League servers were shut down for 2 hours this afternoon. I'm not quite sure what for. I haven't figured that one out just yet. But maybe that could be interfering with this minor issue. But we seem to be okay. Gonna load back into Aquadome and get Game 4 rockin' and rollin'. Game 4 is going to be interesting. UVE could seal it out 3-1, or the KFC boys, they can take it to a tiebreaker here on Aquadome. 2 points plays 1 on the semi-final scoreboard. Skeptics blowing up Robs off the kickoff. With the demos nice and early, UVE applying physical pressure and presence onto their opponents. The Skeptics saves that goal. KFC boys will look to keep the momentum going in game 4 here. On the map that they have selected. Skeptics strikes for UVE off of Red's pass to take the first goal of game 4, 1-0. UVE respond. Exactly what UVE needed in the early stages of game 4 to potentially set out another shot on goal, but saved by Robs, and Red will back it up to strike with back-to-back goals for UVE. 2 points play 0. Ultraviolet Esports lead, and we're only 28 seconds into the game, so there is plenty of time left for the KFC boys to respond, to come back and do what they have done all match so far, and it worked out for them in game 3. So hopefully the halftime break did help them there, allow them to remain calm and composed going forward. Potentially take this match out against UVE as Dylan centers that ball, but it's met with Red. And Red now takes up the water, clear this out of UVE territory and flicks that. Ew, great save from Dylan. And Robs has an opportunity to strike, but that'll veer to the side if he can get a touch, but that opportunity gone missing twice. Dylan veers it over to the other side. KFC boys must be a little bit nervous. They just need to shake it off. They've got a game win under their belt. Oh, Skeptic making sure that one went in and not stopping it like we have seen a few times in the pilot season. Ensuring that touch makes it go in. UVE, 3 goals in a row. 3 points play 0. 3 minutes 46. KFC boys just need to compose themselves and pull out the plays that they were pulling out for the past 3 games. You know, they've won the last game. Seems like they're a bit shook by the UVE players. Reset after half time. So if they can just compose themselves, create some opportunities, connect with the ball moving forward with their clearances, and get back up in UVE's face when it's up in their goal, we could see the UVE squad concede a couple of goals, but they're doing a great job to keep it in TKB half at the moment. We're seeing this UVE wall very clearly set up here in this semi-final match as Robs gets his 3rd save there on that shot on goal from UVE, and now TKB have it where they want it. They just need to get it a bit closer and apply that pressure on the UVE. In close quarters, right on their goals. UVE have a setup back on goal, saved by Robs. Robs with multiple saves in the early stage of this game. We're halfway through the game and another goal almost went through, but cleared by the KFC boys and sent right back in by Red. UVE have set up their wall very strong halfway here in Aquadome. Game 4. Oh, that's a great touch. That's what the KFC boys needed. They stopped the bleeding. Dylan, the captain, scores a goal for the KFC boys. 3 points to 1, responding right when they needed to. Just going into the second half of game 4, they put themselves on the board. It's a 2-point margin. UVE lead, and that's a great centering ball, but that just touch veers it over to the side there as Red cleans it up now for UVE. Interfered though by Dylan. They seem comfortable with that goal. Contending. We haven't seen much contentions from TKB on UVE moving forward in game 4 compared to games 1 to 3. Oh, that's a great goal from UVE. It was interfered by TKB with that setup from Red, but Skeptic just read the play well to touch it in and score a goal for UVE. They respond 4 points to 1, back to a 3-point margin. It's 1 minute 45 left on the clock. Can the KFC boys pull this back as Dylan demos Skeptic on the wall there? Red contends with Robs. Demo from Dylan on red there. 2 demos on both UVE players. And he strikes for a goal. 90 seconds left. The KFC boys, they get another goal on the board. 4 points to 2. Back to a 2-point margin. This is what they needed. The captain keeping the KFC boys in with those 2 goals there. And Robs making sure they don't concede on that goal line. Doing well as a team, KFC boys, against this strong UVE outfit in the semi-final. Can they keep themselves in this match with 1:15 left? They have the ball right where they want it. Just got to set up and strike and keep applying this pressure on the UVE in the close quarters, because we've seen strong goals come in for TKB in this game when they do that. 60 seconds left, 4 points plays 2. TKB look to strike, he passes to his captain and it veers over to the side as Red demos Dylan. They keep the ball in UVE territory. Red passes over side of the field though, and Skeptic's there to create an entry for UVE. But Robs looks after that center field. Red will strike for UVE. 5 points to 2, just over 30 seconds left, a 3-point margin. KFC boys, can they do it? Can they pull this semi-final match to a tiebreaker? Or will UVE seal the deal? 3 points to 1. 35 seconds left. There is enough time. And they strike when they need to. The KFC boys are in. 5 points to 3. Just over 30 seconds left. Back to a 2-point margin. If they can go back-to-back goals in the next 30 seconds, we see this at a draw and go into a potential overtime. As Red wins that kickoff, 30 seconds left now. Red meets that ball and looks to create something here, and he does. He cooks it up for UVE to get his hat-trick. 6 points to 3. 25 seconds left. UVE responding immediately after that goal from the KFC boys. Can the KFC boys get enough momentum over UVE with 25 seconds left and score 3 goals as Rob sends that ball forward? It's met by Red. He sends that ball to center field, and now deep into TKB territory. Not letting that goal go through is the KFC boys. There's 10 seconds left. 6 points to 3. I think UVE have done this here in game 4 in the semi-final. In the upper bracket, Skeptic trying to go for another goal, but that is time. Ultraviolet Esports claim game 4 over the KFC boys. 6 points to 3 and claim the match win in the semi-final. 3 points to 1 and advance in the upper bracket. Archer Bobby 222. What a semi-final match from both teams and all players. This is ATL Rocket League Finals, and these players keep raising the bar.
Absolutely, they do. That was a phenomenal first versus fourth semi-final match, and absolutely the KFC boys did make a match for Ultraviolet Esports out there on the field, and the biggest margin in scores was the final game, game 4, 6 points to 3. So all the way through the match, they were neck and neck the whole way through, and really every game that came, the KFC boys took another step up. But the Ultraviolet Esports crew definitely made sure that their undefeated streak did not come to an end, and now they are continuing that in the preliminary for the upper bracket, which we'll take more of a look at in just a moment. But the KFC boys, this isn't the end of your journey. You are heading to the lower bracket, but you are heading to the elimination finals. So I honestly think that the KFC boys, after such a phenomenal match, will not go down anymore in the ATL Rocket League pilot season. They won't let it happen, but it is going to be a challenge the whole way through. realistically, these players put on one of the best shows that we've seen so far in the ATL Rocket League pilot season here in the finals. And I'm absolutely stoked to see the journey of these two teams as we get closer and closer to the grand finals. Linksy, it was a phenomenal match. I can't wait to see more of them just like that. Thank you so much for continuing to have me in the commentating box. Absolutely amazing stuff.
Thank you, ArcherBobby222, for joining us this evening. Now, talking about the bracket, where do we go from here? We know that the winner from tonight's match was going to the preliminary final, and UVE progress to that preliminary final against Blackhawk Gaming on the 19th of November. And whoever wins that preliminary final is our first grand finalist. We will know which one of those two teams will be the home team in the ultimate decider, the Gold Grand Final. UVE maintain their undefeated streak. Blackhawk Gaming have really cleaned things up since their debut. Going into this preliminary final, no doubt UVE will be facing one of the strongest forms of Blackhawk Gaming we have seen since the beginning of the pilot season. Where do the KFC boys go? The KFC boys are not out of it. They have one last fighting chance. They have one last life in this finals. And they head to the lower bracket. They play the third elimination final on Sunday, the 12th of November. They will verse whoever is victorious in the match of TO3 versus the Grizzly Bears. So KFC boys, they'll either be facing the over 30s or the Grizzly Bears in that elimination final. And if the KFC boys win that elimination final, they progress to the lower bracket semi-final. And with the upper bracket semi-final experience in their pocket, no doubt we could see them still make it back to the grand final. They are not out of the opportunity to reach the ultimate decider. Their journey still continues. Who will it be? Who will emerge the ultimate champion? There can only be one. There are 7 teams competing for that title. The first ever champions of the ATL Rocket League 2023 pilot season. The journey will continue, ladies and gentlemen, and we have 4 epic matches coming up for finals week 2. They are the 3 elimination finals matches you can see on your screen and the semi-final match. So we have a bit on our hands going forward, and then really we're going to say goodbye to our first teams this week, unfortunately. And as we progress closer and closer to the grand finals. What an extraordinary match. I am really looking forward to our next game. And the next match we'll have is TO3 versus the Grizzly Bears. So, esteemed gaming enthusiasts, the thrilling saga of the ATL Rocket League Pilot Season Finals is far from concluding. We're stepping back into the arena for additional heart-pumping matches that promise to elevate your perception of esports with an experience like no other. There's even more pulse-pounding action as finals matches continue to unfold. Subscribe to our channel for an uninterrupted front row experience and ensure your notifications are primed for the excitement that lies ahead. We continue this journey of the epic ATL Rocket League Pilot Season Finals. The spectacle doesn't halt though, it evolves. Join us in our Discord server Engage on our social media platforms and explore our website to stay immersed in this ongoing narrative of esports excellence. A profound acknowledgement to our dedicated supporters, exceptional players, formidable teams, and our esteemed sponsors. Your commitment and support remain the driving force behind the continual success of this esports odyssey. Prepare yourselves for an extended journey into the heart of esports greatness until we meet on the 12th of November in the ATL Rocket League Pilot Season Finals. This is iLinkC3 signing out with anticipation for the next wave of excellence in this season finals. Game on, stay humble, and embrace the unfolding chapters of this extraordinary esports narrative.